ahead. Greatest dart sprint ever. He's got a trap like a whippet with salt on it still. Cannot let Taylor dominate the first 5-leg session.
It is absolutely packed to capacity.
But listen to the silence. They're a big, boisterous, raucous crowd. They've had a few beers, but they suck in their breath to appreciate the action.
Mardle finding range early.
Does he ever? The dream starts for the boy wonder in the dream final. Taylor follows suit. Look at the Taylor eyes. He's glistening at the prospect of the challenge.
100.
Blocking the left-hand end of the bed with his eye. Should go easily. Follow up to that one.
140.
It is an impressive start.
Thirsty work supporting the final.
Mardle on a
with
finish.
fizzy water being did.
96.
Mardle could hit a 12-dart finish
Wayne
here.
by 121.
He's had 9, he wants 121.
For the dream start, if he handles the next 2 darts perfect, his fans will go crackers.
81.
12 darts in, 13 dart out would be the perfect start. Here comes the power though to pressure the shot.
125.
Oh, so they're coming in from all over the place. Tenors, fivers, 2 10s.
This
The power though on his drill.
This was his Achilles heel in his match against Colin Lloyd. He's finishing. He's let Taylor in with a real opportunity here to steal this leg.
Once fat 16. Bullseye for Taylor to nick the first leg.
60. Wayne required 20.
So he's had 3 darts and a double, and he's got to tighten this up. Now double 5.
And shot the first leg.
So takes the first leg. The boy wonder started to take him around when he was 14. One of the reasons he was in the local last 16 was because his dad Billy was the only bloke with a car. If either of these two, talking about cars, could do a 9 dart tonight, they get a £53,000 state-of-the-art saloon car.
Well, just look at this crowd. They are packed in everywhere here on the balconies and the gods. Even the Phantom of the Opera couldn't get in here, Sid.
Absolutely. But under their masks, who knows who's here?
96.
Well, it's a possibility if he gets the dream start. I reckon if he could get a 4-1 lead, we'd be in for a fascinating match. If he led 3-2 at the first break, we'd be in for a fascinating match.
Had a hard battle against Paul Williams and a classic against John Part, Mardle, when he really stitched together a mid-match patch of pure purple, and then came back after the disappointment of being overtaken when on a potential 9-darter to clinch the match.
Seagull's eye view of the action. But this ain't no crumb or scrap of fish.
100.
This is fillet steak sport. The challenging generation against the genius of British sport, Phil Taylor. Think I'm
Just
saying
watch 18s
genius,
here, he
oddly.
might come out.
138.
Look at the precision of the man. 108 average in his first match here. Another big trouble would pressurise Taylor's 2-darter.
105. Taylor requires 76.
To level it up, Phil Taylor 76. 16 will leave him tops, of course.
Top of the shop, the little red bit.
Level
game.
Phil Taylor. Third leg, Wayne to Rovers. Game on.
Well, the opening 2 legs going with a throw.
Just too high that second dart.
140.
Mardle has made a speciality are really using the third dart in the sequence to good effect. If you watch him, he normally just ranges up there. If he's only got 2 singles, he really makes the last dart. He's a boxer who really puts the pressure at the end of the round to catch the judge's eyes.
98 to Wayne, 94 to Phil Taylor.
Standing room only, even
I don't
in
think
the
I've ever
gods.
seen this place. It's pushing 2,500 yen. Hottest ticket in town. You're enjoying it there too, because it's vintage darts. 10 times world champion. They were talking on the cricket today about the greats like Bradman and Hobbs and Larwood and those men. Haha, Taylor, the greatest ever sportsman the world's ever seen. And who knows, in 5 years' time we might be talking about this lad as a world champion. Because take it from me and Dave Lannon, Mardle has got the medal, and the name of the medal is tungsten.
Yes, and Wayne may well reign as the years unfold. That's Revere at the back there. That is just incredible. This, I remind you, is for darts in midsummer in a holiday resort.
60.
Once played on the side wall in the Dog and Duck and Bloods in cardigans. Now played by gladiators, dressed for the event. Sucking in thousands for the occasion.
I really haven't seen crowds like this since the very early days of the News of the World at Ali Pali, when they were getting something like 10,000 there.
Correct, one atmosphere there. Trickling white light.
90.
Guys were leaks, cheering on Evans and Rees.
Mardle 171, Taylor unable to check on 185. When Mardle goes, watch for treble 13 in his finish.
26.
Treble 13 will leave double 60. He may choose another way, but that's the conventional escape route. Now 18 will leave double top.
Tops he wants. Snatch the dart. Has to compose more with his darts for that.
Taylor on 159, can't finish here. And just looking back against Colin Lloyd in the semi-final, Sid, Mardle's check-out percentage rate was only 23%, and he'll need to double that at least to hang on to Taylor. Double 5 now.
Yes, no matter! So he's done what Bristol said he had to do with Wayne Mardle and agree. He can't let Taylor go in 4-1 at first break. 3-2 would be bad. If he goes in 3-2 or better, then I will assure you that the next hour and a half will be a sporting experience you'll never forget.
140.
Already.
Blocker dart.
Splendid rhythm and pattern to the game.
58.
The power from the potteries. Spotted by Bristow in about 1988. Bristow sponsored him within 2 years he was world champion. Taylor, phenomenon. Wayne Mardle, first ever big world final, showing no signs of the heebie-jeebies.
Well, we have to do better than 45 though, Sid, if he is to hang on to the power. Coming down for 19s. That cover shot has been so profitable for Philip Taylor over the years.
Taylor averaging 96 to Wayne's 83. That's very ominous. The power's going to be over 100 average soon, which he can maintain.
92. Double 16. Could be, what's that, Sid? 11 darts. That's a really killing leg from the power.
Fifth leg, Wayne to Ruthless. Game on.
All the opening 4 legs have gone with the throw.
Ominous factor though. Taylor's just about to go beyond the 100 average.
And we know
that early in the game, sorry Dave, if he's getting 100 average early in the game, it's going to be nearly 107 later.
And we know that even though Taylor's on 97, he can put another 10 points on this form. Quite mind-boggling.
Can fill his boots here. Me smelleth a classic. Me really smelleth a classic.
Me thinks you're right.
Verily!
Oh, well.
Taylor's averaging 103.
41.
Wayne's pushed his average up to 93. Fantastic. Can hardly sit in his seats.
Wow.
We've had a Murray Walker's book. Do it standing.
That's true. You only need the edge of your seat at the Winter Gardens.
And watching the tour.
58.
Hottest ticket in town.
140.
Keep your eyes glued to this one. It's like the atmosphere in which Taylor did the 9 dart a year ago. They're expecting great things. This crowd.
60. They require 138.
Treble 20 will be the first target.
Bag of nails from the power.
Ooh.
So, a real opportunity for Wayne Mardle on 80.
Another
20 for
fat
tops.
20.
Big dart to win the opening session.
And do what Bristow said he had to do. Keep his nose in
60.
front.
They require 90.
98.
Ooh.
Now
Two
double.
19s. Well,
No score.
bad mistake that. Should have left himself at least a single dart. This is easier than it should have
Mardle
been.
for the first break of the match, and it's Wayne Mardle who takes the first session, and he looks like he's really in the mood for something very special tonight.
Back here in Blackpool, it's getting even more tense. It's now 5 legs apiece. This is leg 11.
Game on.
This kid knows he could beat Taylor.
60.
Beat Taylor a few months ago, short course darts, but he knows that Taylor is not invincible.
Wayne Mardle, the biggest sensation to come out of Dagenham since Ford's built their factory on the Beckton bypass.
140.
Old man of the seas come in from the Dogger Bank. Completing now the toot party here in Blackpool. 10 times world champion with a job to do. Lovely second dart.
100.
Taylor's averaging 96.
Look at this, Sid, might be another
62%
action
shot out.
here.
But Wayne doesn't care. He doesn't care what Taylor does. He's in a zone of his own, helped by, I'd say, 60% of this crowd.
And what did Eric Bristow said? Bet on Mardle getting more 180s than Phil Taylor. He's got 3 now and a 1-2-2 checkout. Taylor's only hit 180 by my count back.
Yep.
Oh, Taylor in just a little bit of trouble here
A
on
little
the
bit
ropes.
of slackness coming into the throw. Well, one interesting point is, without being an anorak, after the shot,
16 now.
16.
Think he might go for a preferred double. He chose deliberately to go
To
double
18.
18. Tight. This leg swinging one way, then the other. Now it's Taylor's turn to try and hit 84.
Treble 14's the shot.
Wants the bullseye.
Gets a bullseye!
Oh, that's ebullience.
Wayne encourages himself on, as I said. Taylor averaged 108 first round, 101 second round. But he dipped to 94.
Thank you.
Superman in the house, but we've got 2 supermen of the hockey up there on stage. This is going to be a night to remember.
Taylor's average has so far been over 100 in his third leg here. And his checkouts are very, very good too. But Wayne, with a lesser average, is striking the 180s when it counts.
60.
Have a look at the figures there, and well, the checkout difference is quite pronounced, is it not? 66% for Taylor, that's good. And he's beginning to really unleash a few big scores now.
This is what Bristol taught him 12 years ago. Always bully the opponent.
130.
Just when he thinks he's doing well, scoring well, clatter him with a 9 or 10 dart leg. Clatter him with 180s. Stacked like this.
100.
Well, 66% checkout rated pretty good
Phenomenal.
for Taylor, but remember, against Les Fitton in the first round, he did 71%, which is as high as I can recall. Only missed 4
60.
all night, and even not one of them counts because he won all 10 legs.
And he had a 108 average. Quite capable of running away with the Taylor.
Should come for the
signs
ball
on
now.
he won't.
Should go for the ball.
105. Taylor required 57.
Needs fat 17. Needs double top to get some daylight between them.
Ooh, clip the wire.
Double 10 to put it on a big 3 darter there.
37.
Well, Mardle needs this 1-4-4 to prevent Taylor going 2 legs in front. Not a possibility now.
See, that's it with Taylor. He's underpinning it with a 97 average. And that leads it. Come on, Phil. 2 10s to go ahead, 7-5. Middle of the bed. 10 times world champion has now got Mardle chasing the game.
Yes, and Mardle needs to win this leg with the throw. He can really ill afford to allow Taylor to go 3 legs. That's a real
60.
comfort zone for the 10 times champion and 5 times match play champion.
Quite capable of pushing his average over 100, especially with this kind of lie. Brilliant darts. Forcing Wayne to think ton 40 or better. Awful blocking dart. It's a big ask now to get any more than a ton.
60.
Disaster.
Yes, and Taylor squeezing the life out of this mid-match period.
And that dart's perfect. Oh, a wasted opportunity. We're going to be critical. A wasted opportunity. Sloppy darts by Taylor. Giving where the first dart was.
Rather think they're having a good time, Sid.
100.
Only 100. So if Taylor gets back on the 100 scale, he'll be at the double first.
97.
Once again, the cover shot is a good friend to Philip Taylor.
Needs another one to make things very interesting. Just pulled it a bit, still an angle to go in that corner.
140.
Brilliant dodge by Mardle, hanging there. This could be the fulcrum this leg of the whole game.
96.
141 for Wayne Mardle to retrieve a leg.
Great chance now.
Treble
Needs a
15. 36 now, double
For his
18.
second one in this area.
It is.
140 before it's 141. Game on! Just when the power was trying to snidge away from him, Mardle back to only a 1 leg deficit.
Game on.
Tremendous finish. Treble 20, treble 15, double 16. Oh, if he'd done the 2 180s before that, Sid, the celebrations would be really something.
Well, if he does get the running 6 180s, he's going to have no trouble with the 141.
Well, he clearly knows the shot.
100.
As his dad looking a bit more relaxed than previous occasions this week, Billy Mardle. Taylor makes the perfect dart to make a 180. Cool delivery.
140.
Just
100.
not following up. One dart in the bottom of the 60. Oh, that's why it's in the bottom of the 60. Taylor, you see, can't get one at the bottom of the 60 and then two over it. Wayne can't. Got to get his higher in the 60. We are talking millimetres here.
96.
Yes, and just
Lovely.
signs that Mardle is just feeling the pace. Taylor is ruthless and grinding away.
Still averaging 97 now. Ominous on his trebles as well.
97.
Not brilliant, not vintage Taylor. Pressures the shot.
But Taylor is only 2 darts away from re-establishing a 2-leg cushion.
Treble 14.
22 left now, double 11.
Middle of the big. For the first time for 10 minutes, he smiles. Re-establishing the 2-leg lead. Back to the side of a young man with a great opportunity. Toppling the 10 times world champion here in Blackpool. Wayne Mardle has not buckled at all. He trails only 11-9 and raised to 18 to the greatest dart player ever, John Gwynn. Are you impressed at his flair, his empathy with the crowd, and carry him through?
Yet again, 2 treble 20s, can't follow up with the third. He'd be happy with that every time, mind you. And throwing first in this session, imperative that Mardle wins it and try, if he can, to take one off Taylor. On the way, 177, not a maximum, but as good as.
Mardle in the groove again on the 60. He's a phenomenal 180 thrower. As he ever needs plenty of that is his 5th. Tremendous match here as Taylor replies in kind on the red bit.
Well, a maximum, of course, would have given him a chance of the 9 dart, but here, look, see Mardle throwing first. Oh dear, dear, dear. It's a 140 and a 180, and can ill afford this.
Worst thing would being a surfer at darts is you sometimes miss the wave. Does play in surges, this lad.
At least he had the presence of thought to go down to 19s and leave himself on a finish. 20 wouldn't have given him a finish.
But that's not the kickback you'd expect from Taylor. Taylor's not at his best tonight. 140 would be handy. Ton might just be enough.
Watch the 126 here now for Taylor. Could be 2 treble 19s for double 6. Now he wants treble 19 for Bull. So Mardle will be back then for 60 for 11-10.
20 tops coming in to reduce the deficit to 1. There's the 20, right hand side of the bed maybe. A long way away. Got to cool it. Pulled it, pulled it! This could be the match, the vital leg that people remember. He should have had that double. This is a gift to Taylor. Now that barrel could be his friend or his foe. He could flick it into the single. Overcompensated. 2 sevens now, vital time. In the double 7, a chance he should never been given.
And again with that 3rd dart, just when his opponent's thinking, I hope the next pod is not followed by game shot. He wouldn't have been looking, he'd have been listening, and Taylor teased again. Now, another break for Phil Taylor. It's only the 4th break in this match. Taylor's had 3 of them, Mardle's had 1 of them, and Taylor's beginning now to motor.
One Bristol said Eric Bristow didn't make me a player, he made me a winner. He taught me to bully. That is exactly the Bristow theory. He's given you a leg, now give him a kick in the other leg.
Well,
Perfect marker now to take 2 more in there. And suddenly change the entire complexion of the game.
A dearth of 180s up until then. We hadn't had one since the 12th leg. And Taylor's hit a 177, a 180 in the last 2 legs. Mardle a 180 as well. 8 180s in the match so far. 5 to Mardle, 3 to Taylor.
And they're loving it. And he is finding. Oh, he's hitting everything now. What a burst by Taylor this is. This is crippling darts.
The comfort of having the cushion. We all know what it's like sitting on a hard seat. Now it's a lot softer for Taylor.
Big 17. What he's after here.
Well, it's 49 left, Phil. So you may want 9, you may want 17.
For 9.
72.
266. Mardle putting up a great fight, but
losing the line too much. Good adjustment.
Well, I think if you look at his score sheet over this week, and probably over any tournament, you will find a higher percentage of scores which end in 5 for that reason.
Yep.
I remember saying earlier on in the week.
2 10s.
2 5s then. And Mardle can't finish anyway, sadly. But far too many shots, really, for Mardle. Ending with a 5. Too many scores ending with a 5. That one dart tending to drift over too often.
Correct. For 13 9 double 5. 1 double 2. Opponent on a 2 darter. Enjoying it. He said he would enjoy it. He didn't want to run away victory. To be honest, Taylor said he wanted a good hard fight.
Yes.
23rd leg.
And 50% checkout stats, Taylor. That doesn't tell all. The number of times he's gone out with the 3rd dart when the opponent might be forgiven for thinking he's going to get back up to the hockey to have another go.
It's not vintage Taylor. That's the cover shot,
96.
which you'd expect always to get 1 in. John said, good point about that. Hook, he's done it again. Just as I was going to say it.
It is. It
Hooks
sounds
does
as
the triple
though
five.
it sounds as though we're being hypercritical, Sid. We're not. It's saying it as we see it. He does tend to drift over into that 5 rather too often.
Look at that perfect dart to the left. And look at that perfect dart to the triple right.
Well, it's his second 177 in the last 3 legs, and sandwiched in between is a 180. Not bad.
Pushing his average up to nearly 97. You see his tournament average here. Twice in the last 4 years he's had a tournament average here of 102. Meaning he's had a high as 107 sometimes. So this is not vintage Taylor and Blackpool. Filling his boots. Hey! You wear boots on a surfboard, 6 maximum to win, needing it. Oh, another bull wanted.
I'll tell you what,
coming in for treble 10.
66 for Mardle. He's had 6 180s. A little fact in a moment. We'll watch this. He's going to go for double 18. Yes.
Lovely stuff. What again?
Remember, that was on his own throw. He's hit 6 180s, and every single one of them has been on his own throw. It's when Taylor's throwing now that he needs the 180s to break. He got a 180 in the 1st, the 5th, the 9th, the 11th, the 21st, and the 23rd. All on his throw.
Only 40. So the power you'd expect finds at least 1 treble 20 with his scoring visits.
Look at the face. Mock tears.
Lovely reverse stacking. a top marker and then bringing in the rest. Here's Wayne for his 7th.
Ooh, nearly.
140.
Absolute sporting entertainment.
Drift from Taylor this time.
94.
Hitting the scores that would make a South African batsman happy. Taylor now.
Well, just a sign that Mardle's beginning to feel the pressure now, and he knows that time is running out for him to break. As Taylor homes in on that 18 legs for victory. Oh, so close to
very close
for the ball.
Millimeter there. Taylor on a 2-darter. Wayne has to get 2 in the red bit now. 100 is not enough pressure.
Well, Mardle's taken out a 1-4-1 here, Sid, in this game. He may have to do it again if Taylor doesn't take this out. But here we go, 3rd dart. Look at his reaction. Yes, for once, he's giving me a go. 1-4-1. Treble 20, treble 15, double 18. That's what he did before. Oh, no, not this time. And it's 14-10 surely. Taylor's been missing these doubles so infrequently with 3 darts in his hand.
Topsy once. Topsy gets 14-10.
Welcome back to Blackpool on the final of the Stan James World Matchplay. 2 more legs played and shared. Taylor ahead 15-11. This is leg 27.
2 darts drifting over into the 5, and that is an element of Wayne's game. If he's going to raise it to the level of Taylor and Part on a consistent level, that is an area of his game that he really does have to look at. And when he goes back home and looks at the video of this match and of others in this
You
tournament,
just said it perfect. Spotted, John.
Then I think
perfectly.
Then I think I'm sure he'll take it seriously because it's consistently a part of his game. Brilliant player, and what I like about Mardle, Sid, is he's a showman who brings his showmanship into his game. He's an exciting player to watch. He isn't just show and nothing else. He really is 100% a man. On the hockey, off it. Great player, great personality. All right, Ned. We're having a corker here, no question about it, but I doubt whether it's going to be quite as close as that which we saw last year, unless.
When it was 18-16, Taylor beat Part and trailed 16-15. Looking very ominous around that 60.
Great first start. Oh, again, that drift into the 5. Needed the other treble, 20. And he wanted 81. That'll leave 56. He got the ton, of course, there in his own way.
Treble 20 still a chance. Well, the Aloha fans. Now this is a good opportunity. Got to take this sort of chance. This sort of chance, last chance, tops. Mardle hanging in there, and his fans love it.
But still, that comfort zone exists for Taylor. It's 15-12, and Taylor knows that he's got those 2 breaks in his favour.
He shows he's human by sliding into the treble 5 as well.
94.
140 here. Gotta be, really.
94.
Too obvious the state. The hook dart doing for a big score again. all the bed to the left to him out. Just see that slight edge off the pressure.
Take those score sheets away, examine them, and of the top 4 players in this tournament, I reckon Mardle, there's another one, mind you, that was with a ricochet, I think. I think Mardle probably has a higher percentage of scores with a 5 on the end, Sid, by far, than any of the others. And I won't labour the point anymore, but I think that, I hope that he
But I think in a week where
hand.
Taylor did talk about having a little knurl put at precisely at the back of the 10 knurls on his dart, it's that kind of precision that is the difference between 100% success and lesser achievement. Just over pitching to make the angle into the 60 for the lie that was stopping it.
Debatable which way Taylor will go here. Under pressure, he'd go 19s first. He is going to go that way by the looks of it. It's 110 left.
60?
50 left. I think he'll go 10 here. Yes.
Percentage shot.
I was reading his eyes more than his mind, in fairness, Sid.
Pressurisation for another 60. Right, Taylor, the 2 away from retaining the championship. Once double top. Two 10s. 5s.
Again, that third testing, teasing done. I wonder, I can read his mind right now, Wayne Mardle. He's looking up and thinking, that third dart of yours, Taylor. It's got a magnet on the end.
It is going to take Herculean efforts. Big lad, big shirt, big talent. Taylor, not vintage, only averaging 96. But a precision like we just saw. Round the houses for double 5. And then Stacker, when he was Stacker that first time, just sheer brilliance at 60.
Super throw in there from Mardle. On his darts here, of course.
Now that is a real opportunity for 2 more. This is in for shot. Just at that field with the weight perfect in the second dart.
Lovely throwing. Yes, go on, says Dad. Billy's not given up hope yet, nor should he. Although Taylor, if he gets, well, I don't think he will get this leg, but he's got plenty of opportunities for this match now. First to 18, 81 wanted by Mardle. 56
close the gap.
left.
16.
Tops.
Double top. Pulled it. This could take Taylor to 1 leg away from the match. This 3-dart combination.
And save himself a heap of heartache. Yes. Treble 20. Double bull he wants. Treble 20 would have left double 5. Yeah.
Oh, right! Did I say the precision was there? Did I say the average was only 97? Yes, I did. But he's hitting it when it matters. 1 more leg. The power the greatest ever once.
Yeah, that's why that man is what he is. When it came to the moment to bounce, that's what he did. And Wayne is a trifle upset. He knows that the end is nigh. He's given his all.
I think pounce is a very good word. It's predatory. And we know what he could do here. He could average like 107 or so to sew it up now. Wayne needs... We know he's got bottle, he's got talent, he wasn't scared of Taylor, but only Flair can do anything about this situation.
Well, he's grown a foot taller today as Wayne Mardle, or this week anyway, and arrived on the scene well and truly. He's produced moments in his short time on Sky, Sid. Wayne Mardle's produced moments, he's produced us with some magical memories. But this week he's kept going, and kept going. And now, although it's unlikely that he'll be a champion yet, there must be a tournament waiting for him somewhere soon.
I think I've said it. I think sticking my neck out in darts competition is a future world champion. Seeing this kind of, well, that reverse stacking got me, John, in the middle of the game when he started planting them high and then coming under. Because if he gets that right, they can all go home. Even Mardle, Park, they can all go home if they get the reverse stacking right.
Eddie Fabb again. 191 left for Mardle, and Taylor to equal Colin Lloyd's 160, the highest check out of the week, £1,500 worth to Lloyd at the moment, but he may be sharing it as Taylor is taking out 160 for the title. Oh no! Anti-climax. Would you believe it?
Says his Aussie fans. Wayne Mardle has got to pressure this shot. And I do remember a couple of years ago when Taylor looked at the crowd in a blue Mottle shirt and said, do you want it first dart or second dart? He's a bit of showman himself anyway. Here he goes for his 6th World Matchplay. Phil, that power. Taylor, once tops. Double 10 will do.